2 minutes? You'll cut it off? Assalamu alaikum means peace be unto you. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I give him praise and thanks for each and every one of you today. On June the 22nd, 2000, I walked out of Huntsville's death row. Myself, Reverend Jackson, Reverend Sharpton, and Bianca Jagger, to address the international press that was assembled there to hear what Shaka said to us and our impression of what was going on in death row. I had been at that point on the 30th day of a 40-day fast, and I can tell you that when I stepped off of death row, stepped before those cameras, I said these words. I said, what was done here tonight was so evil that we cannot let this evil out of Texas. No. It seemed to be a premonition. I don't claim to be some man that dropped in out of heaven. I'm just like you. But it was a premonition that what George Bush did in killing Shaka Sankofa, Odell Barnes, and the other 150 other people that he killed was like a skull and crossbones fraternity prank that he had to prove to the neoconservatives that he was a willing tool to go and murder anybody. And what he did when he got out of Texas, he got in the White House and he took that evil overseas and started wars overseas. And because the press in Texas was complicit, and because the so-called Democrats were so anxious to prove that George Bush was bipartisan, that Bob Bullock and the rest of them cut a deal. And our press was complicit with George Bush, and it was the national press when he was running for TV that exposed this death penalty, exposed our educational system, exposed a healthcare system that doesn't work. It exposed the underbelly of Texas. It took the national press to do that. Right. Let me connect the dots. When he went into the White House, he started those wars because of those Ku Klux Klan conservatives that he had around him. Now, we're engaged in two wars with people, I'm telling you, that love death like we love life. We will not win another war. Did you hear what I said? Bring the troops home. Bring them home now. Find an honorable way to declare peace and get the hell up out of there, because Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, the British Empire, the USSR, and America will find Afghanistan to be a graveyard. You need to bring them home, Mr. Obama. Bring them home. When we leave here, let's continue to fight against state-sanctioned murder. And how do we do that? We go in the neighborhood, take the same energy. Let's go to our children. Let's go to the middle schools and the high schools and tell them we're going to end the drive-by shootings. But you can't end drive-by shootings when you got the United States military overseas doing fly-by shootings with drone predators killing people. So I say to all of us who are here, my prayer is with all of the families of those on death row. It took me 2 years to get over watching Shaka die. And I want Reginald's brother to know there ain't nothing wrong with going and seeing a psychiatrist. I went and saw one too. Yes, Minister Robert Mohammad, I had to go see one too. Because when you watch an innocent person put to death and you feel completely helpless, all you can do is swallow that rage. But I tell you, brother, don't worry about it. Faith doesn't make things easy. Faith makes things possible. And in the end, after my fast, 1 year to the day that they killed Shaka, 1 year to the month that they killed Shaka, in Houston, Texas, there was Tropical Storm Allison. And in the same courthouse, listen to me well, some of you don't believe in God, but I do. And that's all right, I got enough belief for everybody here. I pray that if they killed Shaka, that God would show us through the forces of nature that he backs the righteous, whether they believe in him or not. 1 month to the day that they put him to death. Go look at the newspapers. Tropical Storm Allison Johnson hit Houston, Texas, and the same courthouse that they declared and signed his death sentence is the same courthouse that flooded out. I want to ask, you better ask somebody. So, in the end, time out, 30 seconds, wrap up. It's time to go. Go back home. Multiply yourself. Go to the children and stop the killing in the streets. Continue to support the peace movement against the war, and continue to end this racist, classist, death penalty. And remember this, it's better to be rich and guilty in Texas than to be poor and innocent. May Allah bless you as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum.